Okay, so let me put y'all on real quick. So back during the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, I bought not only one, but two high-end luxury cars. I got a BMW and a Range Rover. And looking back, I could really slap the fuck out of myself if I'm just being honest. Not because I couldn't afford it then or now, but because I'm no longer trying to keep up with chasing the look. It's really nothing cute about being stuck with two high-end ass car notes. I promise you that. Especially when it's a depreciating asset.
Let me put you on real quick to one of my cheat codes since we don't gatekeep on this channel. Every time I'm about to buy something, I ask myself, if no one sees this item or if no one applauds me for owning this item, will I still buy it? Whatever my answer is to that question sort of determines if I genuinely need the item or I just want to buy it so that I can be seen as wealthy or complimented by other people.
I regret getting a car note because it's just very inconvenient and it be in the way. Like, it's just really an unnecessary bill, and it really showed me that when you get a car note, it's because you want something nice and you can't afford it, and you know, leasing and credit and stuff like that, it makes a way so you can get things that you want that you can't afford. But them payment be in a way. It most definitely be in a way, and especially at my age because it's so much I want to do.
1 in 5 new car shoppers are committed to more than $1,000 in monthly car payments, according to this report by Edmunds. So paying $1,000 plus is more common than you think.
What are you driving? What's your car payment?
I got a 2024 Grand Highlander. I pay $1,200 a month.
$2,600 a month.
I pay $1,200 a month for it.
$1,650.
$1,027.
Those are crazy numbers. The irony of this car payment is that 59% of Americans cannot afford $1,000 emergency fund. So how is it that you cannot afford $1,000 emergency fund but you can make monthly car payments of $1,000? Something doesn't add up, right? So in today's video, we'll go over how much car you can actually afford based on your income. I'll share some car buying rules, and at the end of this video, we'll cover some quick, easy tips that could save you thousands of dollars if you're shopping around for a car in today's market. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this video, one thing that I need you to know is that a lot of car dealerships these days will try to convince you that you can afford more of a car than you can actually afford because they only care about their commission and they don't care so much about your finances. They just want to sell. If you go into a car dealership today and you tell them that you can only afford a monthly car payment of $500 on a car of say $100,000, best believe that these guys will play around with the numbers to keep your monthly payments within the budget of $500. The way they do this is by stretching out the loan term, which means that you pay back in a longer period and you pay a sizable amount towards your interest. Now that you know that the car salesman down the road doesn't exactly care about you, let's get started with the car buying rules. The first car buying rule is the 25 to 35% rule. If you're wondering how much you should spend on a car, here's a simple rule to follow. Aim for 25 to 35% of your annual gross income, which is your income before taxes. So if you make $50,000 a year, your car budget should be between $12,500 and $17,500. If you're earning $80,000, that puts you in the $20,000 to $28,000 range. And if you're pulling in $100,000 a year, you're looking at $25,000 and $35,000 for a car. Stick to the lower end of the range, which is 25%. If you have other financial goals and responsibilities like paying off debt or saving up for something big, but if you've got your finances in order and really value having a nice ride, you can lean towards the higher end of the range, which is 35%. The goal is to keep your car affordable and your budget up. Here's another super handy rule to make your car purchase smart and stress-free. I'd like to call this the 24-10 rule. Basically, you put down at least 20% upfront. So on a $30,000 car, that's $6,000 in down payment. This helps you avoid owing more than the car is worth at every given time, especially since new cars lose their values really fast. Next is to go for a loan term of no more than 4 years. It keeps your interest costs down and helps you to pay the car off quicker. And finally, keep your monthly car expenses under 10% of your gross income. So say if you make $5,000 a month, your car payment should stay below $500. It's all about keeping things affordable without compromising the rest of your life. Let's say you're buying a $30,000 car and you qualify for a 5% interest rate. Now, if you follow the 24-10 rule that I just explained, you put down 20%, which is $6,000. That means you're only borrowing $24,000 and you pay it over 4 years. Your monthly payments would be around $552, and by the end of the loan, you'd have paid about $2,500 in interest. So in total, the car cost you around $26,500. Now, let's say you skip the 24/10 rule and you put nothing down and stretch your loan term to 6 years instead. You still get the same 5% interest rate, but now you're borrowing the entire $30,000 to buy that car. Your monthly payments will drop to around $483, which sounds great, right? But there's a twist. Over that 6 years, you end up paying almost $4,800 in interest only. That brings your total cost to nearly $34,800. So even with the same interest rate, not following the rule costs you over $2,300 more and keeps you stuck with car payments for 2 extra years. Plus, you will owe more than the car is worth for longer, which could be risky if life throws you a curveball. Bottom line is, the 24/10 rule doesn't just save you money, it gives you more financial breathing room and helps you stay ahead. Alright, let's talk about the cash approach. Basically, you buy the car outright. There are no loans, no monthly payments, no interest. Sounds amazing, right? Plus, paying in cash can give you extra negotiating power since sellers love a fast, guaranteed deal. But here's the catch. Not everyone has the $25,000, $30,000, or even $60,000 just sitting around. And even if you do, there's the opportunity cost to think about. For example, if you invested the $25,000 instead and you earned just 7% every year, in 5 years, it could grow to almost $35,000. And if you want to look at the long-term impact of that opportunity cost, if you took that $25,000 and you invested it for 30 years with an average 7% annual return, it could grow to around $190,000. So before going all in with cash, make sure that it would not drain your savings or mess with your other financial goals. It's a great move if you're financially solid. Just be smart about it. Let me share 4 smart ways to save money when you're getting ready to buy a car. Okay, tip number 1 is that if you just need a reliable ride to get you from point A to point B and you want to avoid all these monthly payments altogether, consider buying a used car with cash. It's simple, it's stress-free, and it keeps your budget really happy. The second tip I have for you guys is that if you're set on buying a new car from a car dealership, try going at the end of the month. Dealers typically have monthly sales targets to hit, so they are way more motivated to cut you a better deal to close that sale and to close their numbers for the month. Tip number 3 is for you to not just look at the price tag. Focus on the total cost of ownership. Buying a car isn't just about what you pay upfront, right? It's also about what it will cost you to own that car over time, and those costs can seriously add up. Think gas, think insurance, think maintenance, repairs, taxes, depreciation. Some cars are cheap to buy but expensive to keep running. Let's say you're choosing between a used BMW 3 Series and a Toyota Camry. BMW 3 Series might cost around $20,000 used, while a Toyota Camry of the same year may cost about $18,000. Not a huge difference, right? But here's the kicker. Over 5 years, the BMW's total cost of ownership could be over $35,000 to $40,000, mainly because of the higher maintenance, repair costs, and insurance. The Camry, on the other hand, could cost under $30,000 to own over the same period. Camrys are super reliable, they need fewer repairs and cost less to insure. So while that BMW might feel like it's still at first, it can become a money pit if you're not careful. My last tip is for you to call around and ask for different insurance rates. It can save you a surprising amount of money. Different insurance companies can give you very different quotes for the same exact coverage, sometimes with hundreds of dollars in difference each month. By comparing a few options before you commit, you're not just saving yourself money up front, you're also making sure that you're getting the best value for your budget in the long run. It's quick, it's easy, and it's 100% worth it. Guys, have you ever thought about this? Why do people buy cars that they cannot afford? They take out a car note and make very high monthly payments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I think that the problem is psychological. You have 2 options. You can either chase status or you go after freedom. If all you care about is what people think, you keep chasing and chasing for their approvals, including buying a car that is way above your pay grade just so they can hype you up for half a minute. Hopefully these guidelines helped you understand how much car you can afford. So ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and like this video if you're determined not to fall for this endless car payments trap, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. See you in the next one. Bye.